one task. Am I right?
Not for a dual core. Now we have quad core.
Okay.
Continue.
I just mean the older version, the older one.
Yeah.
So I think it is almost the same for our brain. When we are having a lecture, we cannot do our tutorials at the same time. If we can, it means the concentration is not 100%. So it may not be that efficient. If we focus on our homework, then sometimes we will do some words from the lectures, the key points, I guess. So how to deal with the leadership and management? Now we treat together. To some extent, I think it is a total mess. We have some progress, and we just move freely without frame. Whether we are doing things in the right direction. So I would like to say to begin with the end in mind. The right direction is very important. Well, we are progressing, of course, but if we put ladder to the wrong wall, what will happen? This wall must be right, the entrepreneurship, but this wall is quite big. I would like to say it's wide, or it's long. So maybe here, the head is low. Maybe here, head is higher. We should use this time to achieve the more thing. Just now, Samuel asked me about the method to separate leadership and management. According to my experience, and according to what I have learned, I think it is sometimes we should separate ourselves from the environment, the normal environment you are living, you are studying, all the kind of things to refresh ourselves. You should know it, the renew one, sharpen the saw. This time, you can think about what destination you would like to go for. If you can now concentrate in your normal environment, you should change another way. Maybe just like you in Virgin Coast, you go to City Hall, along the river, to just wander, to think about something. At least you should have some time, 1 week, to think about it. This is about the destination. And every time just Paul has, I think you have mentioned before, when I'm taking a shower, we should think about something. If that one is just at the top of our brain, and we can have a lot of things, at that moment, it is also a kind of destination. At that time. And every week, we should have some time to renew ourselves. However, it's better to be a man from Mars. It's better for us to be in a cave, just alone, oneself, nobody else. Think about it. To leave us, leave yourself sometime. Especially for me, because I want to talk to people. So I think at this time, can think about the destination. It is the principle of leadership. However, I would like to mention something else. To be a leader within a group, it's better to be a soft leader nowadays. Soft leader, which means you can push others softly by invisible hand. Actually, the whole process is running according to your destination. It is another kind of leadership. I have mentioned persuading people, managing people, all these things can be a kind of leadership. Separate them. When we are doing management work, still we should have some time to think about it. We have a framework, maybe 1 year later. That one, you are making plan. The longer plan is for achievement. Can be seen as leadership because we are trying to define the destination, the direction. At that time, it is a kind of leadership. But if we talk about the recent plan you have mentioned, maybe within 1 month, it's more like management. Every month or every week, have a timetable. A timetable. Maybe use iCalendar, Windows Calendar, use your cell phone, anything can do it. Or maybe on this calendar. It is a kind of management. After we think about something, about our vision, Then next, to manage ourselves, to go to that direction, to do things right. Because we know that we have on the way to do the right things, so now we should do things right. It is kind of management work. It can be coordinated with each other, coordinate people, to call each other, to make things together, settle down, arrange a meeting, buy some food. All these things can be a kind of management. Maybe you can send other people to buy things for you. This time, I think this one is more focused on things, or recently about the people. However, for the leadership, it is a vision. For example, DIP project. At the end of DIP, what would we achieve? Not just the score, maybe a product, or maybe a platform. This one is a kind of destination that we can think of. Then trying to develop your leadership role. Because I have thought about it, before that I have been leaders of groups, so many things. Now, I did not do it again. However, within the group, if I were there, what I thought, it will be fulfilled at the same time. Generally speaking, to a large extent, the influential part is very important. You can influence other people. For example, when we will have a discussion tomorrow about DIP project, I have a vision, I have something in my mind. Actually, I can make it to my destination. It is a kind of soft leadership. Although you are the manager who coordinates all the people. However, the way, the direction can be made by everyone, right?
Yes.
But, however, is it the same as yourselves? It is important to make it as similar as your original idea. If you do not have any idea, for example, we haven't thought about any ideas for our project, then we can just be led by others, or we can just follow others. And you have heard of the word fellowship, and you can read some articles from Facebook on fellowship. To have others admire you, like to follow you, then in this way, it is a kind of leadership. To be a manager, maybe we just do things according to regulations. I can manage all the people well. But is it necessary for us also learn to be admired by others, to be followed by others? It is a kind of leadership. And teamwork spirit, it is more likely a kind of teamwork spirit leadership, because you have to lead yourself at that time and to discuss with other people. But there is no need for you to manage all people, manage all the things. You only need to do the things that niche, just that part of yourself. However, for the group leader, sometimes taking leadership role at the same time to divide the tasks into different people. This is kind of management. Another example, according to Life Learning Program, all the management work is done by the leader, and the leader of the whole group is our teacher, our mentor. It's separate there. There is no need for us to care about something logistics. For example, there is no need for us to care about who will come to this course this Saturday. It should be done by our group leader. We are the assistant